season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Skadecki. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Apparently, line number one on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Mountaineers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. It's Golden. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll try the right side.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Just a really nice play. A lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
On the option. Now the pitch. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Great job by the back on the option.
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Golden. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback moving. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Darrison. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a man. It's Golden. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Darrison. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field.
The extra point is blocked. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively.
Turning it on. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jimenez. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's third and goal and third and long. Forced out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now he'll throw back into the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Dropping back, it's Golden. Immediately fires to the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Keeps it himself and gets to first. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Back has it. Quick toss. Breaks into the open. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The play-action fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Golden. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They get to him as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, you know, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
TCU 6.
Looks as if the returner will and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find some. It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Back to throw. It's Golden. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Balls in the deep ball. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Nestled just inside that right upright. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 21 to Coastal Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. It's a fumble on the play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they've been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half. Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the 1st.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
West Virginia, 42. TCU, 9.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Golden. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws for the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
West Virginia.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Wants to bring it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Golden. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Golden. Now improvising. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's King. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Gadecki.
The returner is tackled down at the 18, and the West Virginia offense will take over 1st and 10.
Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The give as they work on that clock. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, he makes the catch.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And, man, they're taking advantage right now.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.